Hi, welcome back. In this video, we'll understand about bug tracking tools and how it can help us. Okay, so let's see how do we track bugs if we don't have such kind of bug tracking tools. Maybe we can use an Excel file or test case file. Would that help? Let's see. So now we see the problems that we face if we use the Excel file. Communication. So it can happen that we run into too much of back and forth in terms of communication. Okay, so if we use an Excel file where the QA logs all the defects and sends it to the developer, so developer may ask some more information. So they'll email it back to the QA. QA will add or modify the information and send it back. And things like this can happen quite a bit. So communication becomes a big problem. Filter issue. Now, if the developer gets all the defects in the form of an Excel file, it is very difficult to filter with severity, date, or assignee or something. Okay, so developer may want to filter all the defects that is high severity. Now, severity column is not mentioned in the Excel, then developer will have to send the email back to the QA and would ask to enter the severity of the defects. Okay, if date is not mentioned, then developer may ask to enter date because developer might be interested to see all the defects which has been filed in last 7 days. Okay, so likewise, developer or the QA would like to filter all the defects on many parameters. Okay, so again there will be too much of back and forth and communication issue, and the developers of QA might not be able to filter as per their wish. Okay, so this could be an issue. Manual mistakes. Now, when there is so much of data entry, it might happen that the keyword developer can commit a manual mistake. And as for example, if the severity is critical and by mistake we enters some other data there. Okay, so we can face such kind of issues in terms of manual mistakes. Okay, now screenshots and videos. Often, uh, every bug has some screenshot or videos. Okay, the QA may take some screenshot or videos in order to uh, make sure that developers can understand the defect easily. Okay, and then how to handle these screenshots and videos? We cannot send these screenshot and videos in the Excel file or in the email, or we can store it at particular place because it takes up a lot of hard disk, right? So it is not a right way to associate a screenshot and videos by sending through an email or something. Okay, we need some proper bug tracking tools for this. And considering all of these issues, it is quite difficult to handle, right? So these kind of problems one can face if we do not have a bug tracking tool. Again, latest status is not available at all the time. Okay, so when the QA are filing all the bugs in Excel, the developers won't be knowing about the same because they'll only get to know about it once the QA sends an email to the developer. Okay, or if the developer makes any changes to the file, QA are not aware about the same. So latest status is not available at all the time to all the people. Okay, so let's see what bug tracking tool can do and how it can help. So, do you know any kind of bug tracking tools? If yes, then it would be a bit easier for you. If no, then in the market we have two major types of bug tracking tools, which are Jira and Bugzilla. Out of which, Jira is the most popular bug tracking tool. Okay. So, what is a bug tracking tool? A bug tracking tool is a process of logging and monitoring defects in order to track, filter, and manage the defects conveniently and effectively. So, QA can file or log the defects. Everybody can monitor the defects at the same time. People can filter the defects as per their choice and manage the defects conveniently. Okay. So, whatever problems that we discussed some time back, all those problems would be resolved by using bug tracking tools. Okay. So, let's see the key features of bug tracking tools like Jira. So QA can file defects. Okay, so anyone can see the latest status at one place. So when a defect is observed, QA will open Jira, log in into it, and mention all the details like summary, description, severity, and the QA will assign it to some developer and create a bug. Okay. As soon as the bug is created, an email will go to the developer that some QA has filed a bug for you. So communication becomes easy, and we can file the defects at one place, and everybody who are associated with that defect can see it. So what are the information QA can provide while filing a defect? So QA can mention the project, for which project they are filing the defect. Then summary, the summary of the defect. Description, details as to which the bug has raised. Reporter, then who has reported the bug. Assignee, who is responsible to solve this issue, so that it goes to the developer. Severity, what is the severity of the bug, whether it is low severity, medium severity, high, highest, or critical. Okay, so we have to mention severity. Then Jira status, so when the bug is created, usually it is in open state, and so on. Okay, so while filing a bug, the QA will provide all this information which is required. Easy communication. So with bug tracking tools, communication becomes easy because there is a comment section in all the defects. So when QA files a bug, and if a developer wants to give some particular comment or discuss something, they can write a comment. As soon as they write a comment, QA will get an email that the developer has written a comment. So the QA will open the email and open that bug which is mentioned in that email, and they can reply back to that comment. Okay. So whenever there is any activity happening with the defect, all the people who are associated with the defect, they will get an email. So communication becomes easy, and it is on the fly. Now let's understand about Jira status. Actually, not Jira status, but Jira bug status, defect status. So let's see. The first one is open. What is open state? So when a QA files a new bug, it is in open state. Okay. Second one is in progress. When a defect is filed, the developer will get an email and he will start working on it. Okay. So the developer, while if they are working on the defect, they will change the state to in progress. Okay. Then after some time, if the bug is resolved, the developer will change the state to resolved. Now, you might be thinking, if the bug is resolved, should QA start retesting it again? The answer is no, because the bug is resolved, but the developer has not deployed the bug for QA. So when QA will understand that they have to test the bug again. So when developer deploys the bug in the environment where QA is testing, uh, after that, developer will change the state to verification and change the assignee to the QA again. Okay, so QA will get an email, and when QA will see that the state of the bug has changed to verification, it means that it is time for the QA to verify the bug again. Okay. Now, when the QA verifies the bug, two things are possible. Either the defect will get reopened because it is not solved properly, or if it is completely solved, it will be the QA can change the state to closed. Okay. So if it gets reopened, QA will change the state of the defect to reopened and set assignee as the developer name, because it is still not working. So developer still needs to work on it. And if it is working fine, the status of the defect would be closed. Okay, so I hope you understood about Jira status. Filters. Now, say there are 100 defects in Jira. Okay, then how would we filter it, or how would we manage it? So say developer would want a list of all the defects that has been filed in last 7 days. Okay, so he can create a query like JQL. JQL is Jira query language. So the developer can create a query and filter all such defects, or the developer can create a query and which says that give me a list of all the defects that has been assigned to me. So out of 100, if 7 defects are assigned to that particular developer, then it will show all those lists. So likewise, QA and developers can create queries to filter defects out of it and work as per priority. Okay, I hope you're clear with filters. So in this way, it is quite easy to monitor and manage all the defects. Now this screenshot is about filing the bug. So when QA needs to file a bug, uh, he can tap on create new bug and he would be able to see this kind of page. So the QA would mention summary, then description, priority, whether it is medium, high, low, or critical, then environment in which the defect has been raised, then attachments. If there are any videos or screenshots, then we can attach it over here. So developers can see from these attachments. And assignee, to whom the bug has to be assigned. If QA is creating the bug, then QA will assign it to the developer. And when the developer resolves the bug and change the state to verification, they will change the assignee to QA. It means that QA has to re-verify the bug. And in the end, the QA will click on create button that will create the defects. If we want more customized fields, then we can click on the configure fields, which is at the top right corner of the screen. Okay, so this what about bug tracking tools. Jira is the most popular. We can also have Bugzilla, and there are plethora of other bug tracking tools available in the market. I hope you have liked this video. I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you.